I've got a video for you guys here on the worldwide download celebration for Dokkan. I'm gonna try to stream my summons when they come out. I have summoned on banners since the I've summoned on banners on Dokkan since what was it? LR Goku and Gohan came out. To let you guys know my progress on that, I got the the Resurrection F Blues up to 79%. I got no copies of Golden Frieza. I was not able to pull a copy of Golden Frieza before I had to stop. It took me, I think I got like 2,000 stones in for one copy of Vegeta and Trunks, and then I didn't have a good. I didn't get Merge Zamasu until the last day of his banner, and then I pulled 3 of them in the span of an hour. And then I pulled one copy of Dokkan Fest Pan on a single. So that's pretty much been my Dokkan summon journey right now. I'm gonna try to stream worldwide download celebration summons. I'm thinking about doing. I think we're gonna be able to do a collab with Dank Rohan. We're gonna see if we can get that lined up. But for now, I've got a. Well, I say we're gonna get that lined up. We already have it lined up. Like me and Rohan. This is planned already in advance. But for right now, I've got a speculation video because I wanted to try one of these out. We don't know what worldwide download celebration is going to be. A lot of people have a lot of theories, and there's been 5 theories that I've been seeing float around on Twitter, mainly Twitter and Reddit. But I'm mainly on Twitter instead of Reddit because Reddit is just worse. Like I'm sorry, it's just true. I've got 4 concepts made, but there are 5 ideas. The idea that I did not have listed was a Cell Saga worldwide download celebration, and that's just simply because I think there's nothing really that they could do other than Bye Guys Goku, and maybe a few smaller animations for Gohan and Cell, and that's about it. You know, they could do an intro and all that stuff, and it'd be cool, and I'd probably summon on it still, but like I don't want it. I think these 4 other concepts that I have deserve it more than Cell Saga does, considering we just had Cell Saga Golden Week, and while Golden Week celebrations have led into worldwide before with the case of Gotenks and Exchange Boo, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want Cell Saga. I'm not saying that I would quit the game if it was Cell Saga, but I'm just saying I would not have a fun worldwide download celebration if it was Cell Saga, because while Cell is good, we need more cells, and while Android Cell Saga is very stacked, it's stacked with a lot of good animations too. Like, I really don't want them to redo any of those animations because they're all really good. You know, I don't think we need it. Cell Saga definitely needs help, but I think it's also going to be one of these categories like Saiyan Saga or DB Saga that just is going to have to rot because Akatsuki wants to neglect them, you know? But anyways, I've got 4 others here. They're listed in order from left to right of how much I would want them. Actually, they're not, but now they are. Okay. Without showing my hand too much. But we're going to go from right to left what concepts I have. Okay? So, for starters, we've got Buu Saga with Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Kid Buu. I would like this, okay? I think this would be alright. This would be fine because I think we need a really good animation of the Super Spirit Bomb. And I think we really need a good animation of maybe the Planet Burst. Maybe use the animation from Budokai 3 or at least take inspiration from it. Plus, Super Saiyan 3 needs buffs, of course. And Buu, even though this Kid Buu would be the 200% leader, STR Kid Buu does need a 200% team. And while I hate to say it, while I would hate to make it Buu, like Kid Buu, I mean, they can make it buff Buu into Kid Buu. But I made it just Kid Buu, right? I would hate to see this because, you know, STR Kid Buu, while he would need a partner, this would not be him, I don't think. This Kid Buu, because, you know, they would share no links together because they're the same name character. So, well, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want an STR Kid Buu who's a really good Dokkan Fest who doesn't have a 200% yet. I hate seeing people say that he sucks. He doesn't suck. He just doesn't have a good team. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, Namek Goku is so good, dude! When he gets his 200%, he's gonna be great." It's like, no. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's really good with his 200%. But you can't make that argument and then say that Kid Buu sucks. You just can't. You just can't. You know, I mean, to be fair, Goku, like Namek Goku and Kaioken Goku both, they both had 180% lead before Vegeta and Trunks came out. You know, Kid Buu, I just think Kid Buu is really good, and I think people are underrating him. It kind of makes me a little miffed. Anyways, right here, I switched up the typings, so the last Super Saiyan 3 Goku we got was Fizz. The last Buu Kid we got was STR. I made this one physical, and I made this one STR just as a mirror match, you know? Like, how they did with the Super Saiyan 4s going from TURs to LRs, and how they did UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, how the first UI Goku was INT, and then he went AGL, and then the first Blue Evolution Vegeta was AGL, and then he went INT, you know? Same thing with the Super Saiyan 4s, like I just said. So, what we got here is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He's just Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He doesn't transform or anything like that. He just starts out at Super Saiyan 3, and he stays Super Saiyan 3. And he leads the Super Saiyan 3 team with the Battle of Fate category, and they give 172 it with 30% to beyond power beyond Super Saiyan. I really like this category. I pulled up a 200% lead just to show you guys what this would look like. This is a really good team. If it doesn't need any, if it didn't, it's just really good. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. You got a lot of good options on here. Like LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. You know, number 2 in the game. They're number 2. These guys are really solid. This guy's really solid. These guys are good. I wouldn't say that they're like amazing, but they're good. I like this guy. This guy just got his EZA. He's all right. I don't know. I haven't used him a whole lot, but you know, he used to be like mediocre trash whenever his EZA details were first leaked, and then they had to go back and change it. I do think he's better, but I have to fully test him out in game to see. This guy is going to be coming up on an EZA. This guy is definitely going to be coming up on an EZA, probably in this celebration. You know, there's just a lot of good options here. This guy's all right. This guy's good. This guy's good. Is there any other good options in here? This guy's going to get an EZA. He's all right. This is honestly a defensive. This guy right here, he used to be a really big defensive tank, and he has fallen off a little bit, but he can still put in some work. You know, so you just got a bunch of good options here, for this team. So let me go back to him. I made his 12 key the Fierce Hand-to-Hand Struggle, which raises it stacks attack and defense. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I think I made all of these stack attack and defense, but that's only because stacking is just like, it's not necessarily a necessity, but it's like, it's like recommended. It's like the recommended section on a job application, like whenever you're filling out a job application, and it's not like under the mandatory segment, but it's under the recommended segment. This right here is, you know, stacking on a 12 key is what we want that, because when we do additionals, we stack more, right? And then I made them lower attack, good for Super Battle Road. I made him lower attack, and then greatly raise attack and defense for one turn. The full power Super Kamehameha, because I couldn't think of a name. Greatly raise attack and defense for one turn, causes Mega Colossal and lowers defense. Entrance animation, I wasn't really thinking about it, but I guess they could just, I mean, they could honestly just do like another Super Saiyan 3 transformation. It wouldn't really, I mean, this right here is the one that I want the least out of these four. I mean, I made him guard activated against all attacks for 5 turns, similar to the LR Vegeta and Trunks, just simply because that's a really good mechanic, like guarding against all attacks. It makes you it makes sure that you're able to stack safely. gave him 180% attack and defense, and then I gave him 50% when performing a super, just like his TUR, right? And then raise attack and defense, or raise attack by up to 79%, so that he would be at 259% attack. The more HP remaining, the greater the boost, and then defense up to 79%. The less HP remaining, the greater the boost. This is similar to like LR Bojack, and I think the Int Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Like this is just, I think this would be interesting, right? Hits harder if you have more HP, defense better if you have less HP. I gave him 7 ki if he gets hit 7 times, and 5% damage reduction up to 35% for attack received. Make him a better tank as the fight goes on. And then I gave him a great chance to perform an additional, which has a high chance to become a super as the first or second attacker in the turn. Just to give him some different utility depending on what slot he's in. He has a great chance to perform a crit and high chance to dodge as the third attacker in a turn. It just gives him utility. It's like, if there's more strategy with this unit, it makes him more fun to use. It's like, what do I do? Do I put him at the end because there's a ton of attacks there and have him dodge? Or do I put him at the front, let him take his attacks and then just stack a bunch, Like, I just really like the way that I built this unit. The active skill, of course, is the full power Super Spirit Bomb. Gave him greatly raised attack and ultimate damage to enemy. And then all allies attack plus 30% for 1 turn. And then I gave him the delay enemies attacks for 1 turn. Because we haven't seen a whole lot of this since it was introduced with Pycon, and then I think the next character to have it after that was the tech androids. I just figured it would be interesting. Like I said, gives them more utility. And then can't be activated when HP is 59% or below. Try to make the condition as easy as possible. I think 59% or below is pretty good. Link skills, I gave him Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Limit Breaking Form, Over in a Flash, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. He's going to be getting 7 ki. He doesn't give ki to anybody, but, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, he'll be linking fine with. Since he's the leader of the Super Saiyan 3 team, Limit Breaking Form, Over in a Flash, he's going to be linking well with a lot of Super Saiyan 3 characters. And then categories: Boo Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 2. What? I will say I did copy a lot of these categories off the Dokkan Wiki, and I think I just accidentally put Super Saiyan 2 there. Turtle School, Mastered Evolution, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child. Yeah. He would be really... I don't know about... he might be the best unit in the game, but I wouldn't... I don't know. I tried to make him as good as possible, because I think that defense and that attack will give him... he will be hitting hard. I think with all this factored in, he will be hitting pretty hard, especially with this as well. So... And then we got the Kid Buu. Kid Buu... Artificial Life Forms, Accelerated Battle, 170, and then Transformation boost 30%. So that gives people like Janemba and Baby and other Boos a 200% lead, which is what we want. I made him stack attack and defense as well, and lower defense, and then greatly raise attack for 1 turn, cause Mega Colossal and lowers attack, just kind of like a mirror to this. I like when units mirror each other, kind of, where... you'll have Goku who stacks defense on his 12 ki and then attack on his 18 ki. And then we have Frieza who stacks attack on his 12 ki and stacks defense on his 18 ki. Now, while I do like that, I do think Frieza's is way worse because, you only get 1 stack per turn of defense, which is, you want to be able to stack your defense as quickly as possible. And Goku's just way better for that, right? But I did like making it like this. I had some fun with this. Passive Majin's limitless power performs the entrance animation. I figured it'd be like him showing up on the planet of the Supreme Kais after he blows up Earth. I think that would have been really cool. And then he gains a high chance to dodge for 5 turns. Just something to help him out, defensively. 180% attack and defense, 50% when performing a super, standard stuff. Attack and defense plus 20% per each attack performed up to 60%. You know, really good. Guard activated against all attacks as the first attacker in a turn. Great chance to perform 2 additional attacks, each of which have a high chance to become super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. Hold on just a second. Okay. First, I wanted to make him I wanted villains to have a good guarding character, so I made him like this, just to put him as a guard character for categories like Boost Saga, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, Majin Power, Planetary Destruction, all that other stuff. You know, I would really like something like this, because that's similar to that's actually the same as to what LR, Vegeta, and Trunks have, and they're the best unit in the game. So, and then the great chance to perform 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance to become a super attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. Having physical LR Kid Buu, quadruple super in a turn, you know, that would be, he would probably be doing a ton of damage, you know. Planet Burst Kamehameha, it's the Budokai 3 animation. If you know, like where he launches it and then he blows it up with a Kamehameha, he launches the Planet Burst. Greatly raised attack, cause ultimate damage. All allies 30% defense for 1 turn and delays an enemy's attacks for 1 turn. So kind of a similar mirror effect to this. And then activated when HP is 59% or above. So that's my Buu Saga speculation. For the cards, the celebration, honestly, we could see like physical Super Vegito EZA as well as STR Buu, if this were to be the case, because both of those characters need EZAs. We don't have a good standalone Super Vegito, and we don't have a good like standalone Super Buu, right? Yeah, we don't have a good standalone Super Buu. So those two could EZA, and then we could get an EZA for who hasn't EZA'd yet from the Buu Saga? What yellow coin LRs do we have in the Buu Saga? Let me open up a new tab here. Oh, wrong. Let me open up. Let me go characters. Rarities. LR. Do we have any big? LRs that haven't EZA'd yet that are from Buu Saga? Are you guys from Buu Saga? You are. They could honestly EZA. I know they're from the Broly movie, but they could honestly just EZA. I don't see why not. They're on the Buu Saga. You know. Who else could EZA? Do we have any more Buu Saga? We don't have a lot of Buu Saga Yellow Coin LRs, do we? I mean, I could see STR Vegito and Majin Buu Tank's EZA, but you know, they're definitely probably EZA in this celebration if it were to happen. Bob D and Deborah. I'm not seeing a whole lot of other. I don't think we have a lot of Buu Saga Yellow Coin LRs. This guy's already EZA'd, but he's not a Yellow Coin LR. Let's see. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything here. That's what I would think. Buu Saga would be an alright pick. It would have some good stuff. You know, this guy's EZA'd. He's from there, and these guys have EZA'd. And are they the only 2 Buu Saga Yellow Coin LRs? Let me just check Buu Saga. Who's a Yellow Coin LR in Buu Saga? This guy, but I don't think he could EZA yet. He could. He could. You can't rule out the possibility. He definitely could. These guys have EZA'd. These guys have EZA'd. These guys have not. These guys have. You haven't. But there are options here for EZAs. That's the big thing that everybody's worried about, is like, what EZAs could we see? And while a lot of them wouldn't fit the theme of the actual saga that they're in, all of these, except for like one, have been the same theme for a celebration, but have not had the same saga. And that is Goku's family versus Artificial Life Form. Honestly, if it's any of these four, or any of these four, or any of these three besides this guy right here, I could see Gohan and Cell easy-aing too. I mean, I could, right? Like, a lot of people think that, it's set in stone. Oh, they don't do big dual Dokkan Fest celebration easy-A's if they don't fit the timeline. It's like, how much? It's like they've had a pattern. It's like, how long has the pattern been going on? Because, to my knowledge, and I've checked the wiki multiple times just to make sure that I'm right on this, we haven't had the first Dokkan Fest EZA, or even the biggest we haven't had like a big time EZA until the 6th anniversary, which was last year. So that's one of the things why LR Gohan and Cell could EZA at any time in any of these celebrations. They haven't done big EZAs like that enough to make it theme centric. I mean, they have kind of, but not. The characters that EZA'd during last year's Worldwide Download Celebration were Worldwide Download Celebration characters, and then they EZA'd Gogeta and Omega because they were Worldwide Download Celebration characters that just so happened to fit the theme of the 7-year anniversary, right? But then they don't have any other Worldwide Download Celebration EZAs after that, until STR Vegito and STR Vegito and Boo Tanks. Can't say that. Boo Tanks. There we go. They don't have any EZAs after that. So Gohan and Cell could EZA at any time, and I don't want to hear anybody say that they couldn't. They could. But that's Boo Saga taken care of, I think. If I had to make 2 banner units for this, I would suggest like a Boo Saga support Vegeta for this guy. Boo Saga Angel Vegeta. Kid Boo? Could they do a Bobbity? I don't want them to do like a Boo Tanks. Not a Boo Tanks or a Boo-Han. I think they could do a Boo-Han, but I don't know. I don't like Boo-Han as a banner unit. I think a Super Boo or like a good Boo would work. Or an evil Boo. Any of those would work. What's up next? We're 20 minutes in and I'm only through the first one. Great. Next one we got. This one, Superhero. This is the big one that everybody's going to be like, why do you think... Like, this is the one that I'm the third most hyped for. There are 2 more that are more hyped than this. And a lot of people really like Superhero. But I'm going to tell you why it could happen and why it couldn't happen. I probably should talk about Boo Saga, why it could or couldn't happen. It could happen because there are a lot of characters that still need EZAs. Like I said before, Physical Super Vegito, STR Boo, those guys. But there hasn't been a whole lot of Boo Saga buildup other than this exact same fight, but the start of it from New Year's. So, and I don't want them to hard replace the characters that they just made. Like, they wouldn't hard replace the Physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku because you could just make him Super Saiyan 3. But they would hard replace this guy unless they made him transform from Buff Boo to Kid Boo. You know what I mean? So I don't like this being the worldwide as much as the others. It could happen, but I don't see this one happening a lot. Because there hasn't been a whole lot of build up to it. These others have had build up somewhat, except for this one, but we'll talk about this one later. So, that's they haven't had a lot of build up, but it could happen. Okay, out of 10, like a ranking out of 10 likely to happen, I would say probably a 6, a 5 or a 6. I think a 5. I'm thinking a 5 for this. This next one would be, for me, an 8. This one would be a 9. This one would be a 3. But I like this one the most. So, Superhero. The big hype movie that just came out. I thought the movie was pretty good. I'm going to say that right up front. But there are some issues that I have with this being the celebration and why I think this one may edge it out. Because you've got a few factors going into this. Number 1, if you look at Dokkan's track record, they have not released they've not released new characters into Dokkan as LRs first, which means they could make them TURs for this. They could go back to TURs for the celebration, but honestly, I think that would let them lose money just a little like that. I mean, I wouldn't say that would let them lose money a ton because it's Gohan, Beast, and Cell Max. They're the big hype characters from the movie. And it could happen. They could capitalize on the movie, and honestly, I would still summon for it. But it would be way cooler for me to get an LR Gohan Beast later on down the line and an LR Cell Max later on down the line. After, the movies had some hype build up, because the worldwide download celebration, it's happening. The movie releases like a week before. So this would be the perfect time to capitalize on the movie, but they've never released new characters into Dokkan as LRs first. They've always been TURs. Look at the characters that have come out new since the start of the game. Golden Frieza, for example. Golden Frieza and Blue Goku and Vegeta. They were both, they were all SSRs and then TURs later. Vegeta Blue was a TUR first. Rose was a TUR first. Goku Black was a TUR first. I know Rose and Goku Black are the same character, but the base form and then the LR were TURs first. Zamasu was a TUR first. Jiren, UI Goku, Gogeta Blue, Broly, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, God Topo, Super Speed Mode Dispo. You know what I mean? They've all been TURs first before they've been LRs, and some of them don't even have LRs. Like, we don't have an LR Jiren into Full Power Jiren. We don't have an LR God Topo. We don't have an LR Dispo, right? But they've all been TURs first. Hit's been a TUR first, right? List goes on. It could happen. For this, they could make him an LR first, which could happen. I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen. But given their track record, this feels more like a celebration where they would release as a dual Dokkan Fest TUR. And honestly, the perfect place for that is New Year's. Because if this celebration doesn't do as well as they expect, they've got the anniversary to fall back on, and then all of a sudden they're back in the green, right? I think that's where this could happen if they release them as TURs first. Something else, reason why they couldn't happen. Cell Max, I'm gonna go ahead and skip over to Cell Max. He doesn't have a whole lot of attacks. The Max Mouth Beam Barrage, the Max Energy Bullet, and the Max Destruction Spear, that's all of his super attacks. And that's all of his special super attacks that have been listed, right? Of course, he could do more like punches and kicks and stuff like that, but that's all that's been listed. So if they make Cell Max like right away, they either got, like, if they want to make a new one in the future after this Cell Max, they got to use Dokkan original animations, or they got to take from other source material. Like if they decide to do superhero in the anime, which they could do, they'd have to do that. Or if they use Cell Max and Heroes, they could do that. But as it stands right now, this character's like a one and done. And I'd hate to see him used up like this so early, but it could happen, right? Beast Gohan, I don't know, like, Beast Gohan would be way easier to use Dokkan original animations for because it's just Gohan, right? But Cell Max is like Gohan, we know Gohan. We know what Gohan can do. We've seen what Gohan can do, because he's been around since the start of Z. This guy literally just got introduced this movie. We don't know a lot about him. We don't know what he can do. He's a mindless monster that gets killed off, right? The ending to Superhero is more like the ending to Fusion Reborn than it is to the ending of the Cell Saga. Because Beast Gohan comes out and then just one-shots him. Beast Gohan comes out and one-shots him with the Makengo Senpo, or the Special Beam Cannon, and Cell Max is over with. Gohan Beast feels more like Gogeta than he does Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And Cell Max feels more like Janemba than he does actual Cell, right? But, and the third reason as to why I think the Worldwide Download Celebration is going to be Baby Saga over Superhero, by the way, I think, it's because of this. Now, you could say, but it's a hybrid Saiyan. Gohan would work well with this character, right? Yeah. This character would not work well with Gohan, though, because she's got three different unit super attacks, right? She's got 4 super attacks in total. She's got the she's got the one with Trunks, she's got the one with Giru, and she's got the one with Goku, right? Specifically Goku GT. She's built around GT heroes and Goku, right? She's built around GT heroes and Goku. She's not built around hybrid Saiyans and Gohan, right? So, let's take a look at Goku GT. Actually, did I have Goku already pulled up? No, I did not. let's take a look at Goku GT and let's see what the best characters are in Goku GT. Obviously, the best one is going to be the best two, wherever they're at. Hello? Hello? Okay, the best two are going to be this one, and then where... this one. This one's alright, but these two, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Easy A, and then the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, they're the two best characters that work well with this pan that are named with Goku. And they don't even activate her. They don't even activate her unit super attack, right? Not saying her unit super attack's a big thing, but it's kind of suspicious that we don't have like a good Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We've only got these. We don't have a good Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, and it's a little crazy that this one is the one specifically from Dragon Ball, from the Black Star Dragon Ball saga. I mean, I really think that this... I think that this character right here has basically told us that we're going to be getting GT Heroes, like a GT Heroes Goku for Worldwide. Because she's built around GT Heroes. She's not built around Hybrid Saiyans. She's built around GT Heroes. Now, you could say, but they use Super Saiyan 4 Goku to sell the... they use Super Saiyan 4 Goku in her animations for the trump card Kamehameha. It's like, yeah, but... it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to make this... it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to make this pan built around... like, they want to support this pan after she releases, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for them to release this pan and then release a Gohan that she's not going to work super well with, in my opinion. Because you look at the last two, because Piccolo's kind of an outlier, but the last two worldwide download celebrations... the Dokkan Fest before them, while they haven't specifically specified exactly what's coming for worldwide, except for like Gohan, Tech Gohan, the GOAT. Tech Gohan works super well on Vegito's team, and Super Vegeta worked well on Namek Goku's team, right? So why would they not follow this trend that they had set up and make a Gohan? Why would they not follow this trend that they had set up and not make a Gohan, or make a Gohan that doesn't work well with the span? I think this is telling right here. I think this right here is telling because we don't have a good GT Hero category Goku. The best one that we've got that's like a Goku GT. Okay. The best one that we've got that's a Goku GT is this guy. Nope. Where's he at? This guy, right? I don't even remember what this guy does. What does this guy even do? I've heard people call him good, but I don't want the partner to this pan be a free to play character. This guy and then this guy, and this one's an easy A, and he's a stacker, which is really good. It's a good. He's better. This guy is not that great. All right, I'm just going to flat out say it. This guy has aged. This guy, he can hit really hard, but he cannot defend well unless he's on a GT Hero team. So, I think that Pan has signified that Baby Saga is going to be worldwide because she's built around GT Heroes. They've never released a... I think Pan is going to... let me start over, okay? I'm a little scatterbrained. I think that worldwide is going to be GT related, specifically Baby Saga, but they could do full of GT, doesn't matter. I think it's going to be GT related because Pan is specifically from GT, built around GT Heroes. They've never released new characters into the game as LRs before, and they've never they've never released new characters as LRs before. They've always been TURs. And Cell Max doesn't have a whole lot. This has always been a super and extreme celebration here. They've never done double super or double extreme. They not saying it couldn't happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. But let's talk about it anyway. So we got Gohan Beast here, made him physical, gave him Hybrid Saiyans, Bond of Master and Disciple, with 30% to Entrusted Will. I made him stack on his 18 key and then raise attack and defense for 1 turn on his 12 key and lower attack. Oh no, I just thought it'd be cheeky like that. I gave him an entrance animation. If I had to choose specifically what scene they would use for the entrance animation, I would say that they would probably pick the where he jumps down, and knocks all those soldiers to the ground, and then immediately play the transformation into Gohan Beast. I think that's what they would do for this character. I gave him 180% attack and defense, 50% when performing a super, standard stuff. Key 1 per key sphere obtained. Bond of Master and Disciple and Hybrid Saiyan allies, key 2 and 20% attack and defense, standard stuff. And then I gave him the 3 key, or I gave him the 1 extra key and 20% extra attack and defense to bump him up to 3 key and 40%. If his guard that he has at the start of turn has been activated 3 or more times in battle, launch an additional super attack for the rest of battle if guard has been activated 5 or more times, and then 40% and guard activated for the rest of battle if guard has been activated 7 or more times in battle, as well as a nullify for melee and unarmed super attacks, where Cell Max punches him in the gut and it does nothing. I think that I made him similar to the Super Saiyan Gohan that released at Golden Week. I think this is what they could do. His active skill, I named it the Beastly Special Beam Cannon, which raises his attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Performs critical hits for the turn in which the active skill was activated, similar to Majin Vegeta and the 7-year LRs. I made it so that it can be activated right from the get-go if you're facing a movie bosses or artificial life forms category enemy, which means it'll be really good for Broly or Broly or Janemba or not Super 17. Well, actually, Super 17 is on artificial life forms, isn't he? Isn't he? Hold on, I gotta check this. If he's on there, well, it wouldn't be good for Super 17. It'd be good for the fight, but it wouldn't be good against him, even if he's on it. So, but I made it, or starting for the 5th. Oops. Go back. Or I made it starting from the 5th turn of battle if your HP is 50% or more. Gave him Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Cold Judgment on the Family Brainiacs, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, I basically made him Tech Ultimate Gohan's best friend. And then I gave him Hybrid Saiyan, Goku's Family, Movie Heroes, Siblings Bond and Trusted Will, Rapid Growth, Saviors, Powerful Comeback, Miraculous Awakening, and Bond of Parent and Child. Cell Max, let's go. Movie Bosses, Artificial Life Forms, 170, 30% to Exploding Rage because I couldn't really find a whole lot of teams for him. I mean, he could lead I gave him Giant Form. I doubt they would give him Giant Form because this is his only form. I gave him Corroded Body and Mind because he's not, he's all mindless and stuff. And then I gave him, Target Goku because the Red Ribbon Army, Movie Bosses, Androids, Artificial Life Forms, Exploding Range. These are the ones that would be guaranteed. This one, not so much. This one, not so much as well. And this one, really not so much. His 12 key is the Max Mouth Beam Barrage, which raises attack and defense and causes colossal damage and lowers defense. Good. Just make him stack. And then I made him greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause mega colossal damage and seal super attack. I try to make this guy as busted as possible because this is the only time we're going to be getting a character like this, I think. His passive, which is Imperfect Mindless Violence, plays the entrance animation, where he breaks out of containment, and then he guards all attacks for 5 turns from the start of turn. Gave him 4 key and 250% attack and defense. Launch an additional super attack if HP is 50% or above. Launch an additional super attack when performing an ultra super attack, so I made him able to triple super just from his passive alone. And then attacks effective against all types. Gave him, gave him the super effective against all types ability because I want him to do a lot of damage. This is an interesting ability that I added. It's attack and defense plus 10% when performing a super attack per attack received within the turn. We haven't seen really anything like that. I just figured I try to give a lot of these characters at least one differing ability to make them stand out. This is something that I don't think we've seen, but would be really interesting if they implement it. So if he takes 5 attacks, that's an extra 50% attack when performing a super attack. At his stat level, that would be insane. He would be doing a ton of damage. And then he guards all attacks starting from the turn in which the 7th attack was received, because you're going to be wanting to put him in front of attacks anyways, because the way his guard is activated against all attacks for 5 turns from the start. If you just make it so that he guards all attacks starting from where the 7th attack was received, doesn't matter if his guard is active or not, all of a sudden he's like guarding for the rest of the turn. He's not going to be taking a lot of damage, and he's stacking. The Max Destruction Sphere is his active that I made. Massively raises attack and causes ultimate damage to enemy. Performs critical hits for the turn, Can be activated starting from attacking turn when facing a Hybrid Saiyan or Movie Heroes category enemy, or starting from the 5th turn of the battle when own HP is 50% or less. Standard stuff. We already went over his teams, but his links. I'm really scared. I decided to give him stuff like Big Bad Bosses, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, The Wall Standing Tall, and Attack of the Clones to make him work better with Cell. But I'm really scared that they're going to give him a dumb link like Berserker because of the way he's just a Berserker, the way he acts. I have a feeling that they're going to give him a bad link like that. So I wanted to go ahead and at least treat this guy with the proper respect that I could. But this is the way that I think a Cell Max would be built. Now let's move over to the Baby Saga. This is Baby that I chose first. Okay, so physical LR Super Baby 1, similar to how LR Buhan is LR Boo tanks at the start. I made him lead Inhuman Deeds or Artificial Life Forms category key 3 and 170% to stats, and then gave him transformation boost. The ultimate, I tried to make it like a really good villain, like a really good villain team. His 12 key, I am going to enjoy this. That's his little spin attack that he does, where he grabs Goku's tail and he chucks it around. I'd say he'd probably do a combo beforehand. It would raise attack and defense and cause colossal damage to the enemy, and then his final flash would greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. His passive skill is Boiling Parasitic Might. Keep in mind, by the way, these 2 Baby Saga characters are the only ones that I have transforming. It would activate his entrance animation and performs a critical hit when attacking for 5 turns upon entering attacking turn, so he just crits all the time. He just does a ton of damage and crits all the time. And his entrance animation is when, since this is Super Baby 1, all those guys are circling around him, like his minions, and they're feeding him power. That's what I imagine this entrance animation would be. I gave him 3 key at the start of turn and attack and defense plus 150%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 60% when attacking. Then I gave him orb changing, and then I gave him rainbow orb changing, and then 15% attack and defense per rainbow key sphere when obtained. And then I gave him 3 key to all extreme class allies. Not super insane, but Super Baby 2 does become a whole lot better. And it can be activated starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, which is probably the best condition that we could get in this game. He's got a ton of teams. He's got good links. Of course, he's going to share every link with, I think, LR Super Baby 2. I think this is every link except from, unless Super Baby 2 has Transform or Saiyan Roar. This is basically it. Thirst for Conquest, GT, Big Bad Bosses, Hatred of Saiyans, Coward, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. His category teams, he's on a ton of them. Giant Form, because we'll see in his transform state. Giant Form, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Final Trump Card, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Giant Ape Power, Space Traveling Warriors, Corroded Body and Mind, GT Bosses, Battle of Fate. All these teams, there's a lot of these teams that need help. We need a good Inhuman Deeds leader. We need a good Revenge character. Giant Ape Power needs more help. Space Traveling Warriors, Corroded Body and Mind, they all need help. Okay? This baby would be a big support to them, especially because he's just giving this 3 key passively, making everybody easier to super. That's just really good. All right, Super Baby 2. The Revenge Shot is his 12 key, which does stacks attack and defense again and causes colossal damage. His 18 key is the Revenge Death Ball, which massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, nullifies enemy actions for 1 turn, just like the LR Super Saiyan 4s. His passive, the Mighty Tuffle's Full Power. I gave him 4 key and 200% attack and defense, and then 60% attack and defense when attacking. He rainbow orb changes 1 random key sphere, and then he randomly changes another type of key sphere, phys excluded, to physical. So he double orb changes, but he he changes one type of orb to one and one type of orb to another. I don't think we've even seen anything like this. Again, just something that makes him better. He gets attack and defense plus 20% per physical and rainbow key sphere obtained. And then he gets guard, and then I gave him the 3 key again. He's got the 3 key extreme class allies. I wanted to make him as ridiculous as possible, because while this isn't a ton of lines, he's really good. He's got guard in all 3 slots. He's stacking. He's nullifying. You know, he's going to be taking 0 damage. He's going to be doing really good. And then he gets this, the active skill Great Ape Super Gallic Gun, which greatly raises attack and causes ultimate damage to enemy, performs critical hits for the rest of the turn, and all allies 25% defense for 2 turns. Which can be activated starting from the turn from transformation if own HP is below 50% or if enemy HP is above 50%. It's basically the same as the LR Super Saiyan 4s and the LR Gods. We need a super baby on this level. We do. The last baby Vegeta that we got was year 4. We need this. This right here would be such a good card to have. Let's talk about Goku. Goku's family are Kamehameha and then Bond of Friendship. Now you may look at that leader skill and go, but isn't that just Goku's family twice? No. Because there's a lot of characters that get Kamehameha, that have the Kamehameha, that aren't on Goku's family. Like, you know, the Fusions, Boo, Cell, and all those other guys. They all get this. This Bond of Friendship, this is a really good team. This is probably the best team in the game. Maybe. I don't know. Super Dragon Flash raises attack and defense and causes colossal damage to enemy. And then the Super Kamehameha greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Yeah, just the same as the baby. Entrance animation once only, and perform an additional attack, which has a high chance to be a super attack. The entrance animation that I had in mind was the Super Saiyan 3. It was the scene where base Goku goes to Super Saiyan 3 on Planet Tuffle. That's the entrance animation that I had. He performs an additional attack, which has a high chance to be a super for 5 turns. He gets 4 key at 159% attack and defense, 59 because it's Goku. Attack and defense plus 59% when performing a super. Guard activated against all attacks for 5 turns. And then high chance to dodge starting from the 6th turn. Perform an additional super attack when key is 20 or more. Give him the Super Saiyan transformation, which can be activated 4th turn. You know, simple stuff. His links before he transforms are Super Saiyan, Over in a Flash, Kamehameha, GT, Limit Breaking Form, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. When he transforms, he loses Over in a Flash for Saiyan Roar and Limit Breaking Form for Prepared for Battle. Just to make him, just to make his link set that much better. His teams he's on: Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Transformation Boost, Giant Ape Power, Turtle School, GT Heroes, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and Bond of Parent and Child. Like a lot of these teams don't really need the help. Like Pure Saiyans, no. Goku's Family, no. Kamehameha, no. Bond of Friendship, no. Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, no. But you know, it's still a good buff to him. Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets the Meteor Smash when he does his 12 key, which is another stacking, and then his Dragon Hammer is the same as Baby's. Like these two 12 key, these two super attack effects are the same as Baby's. Passive, the Birth of Super Saiyan 4 key and 200% attack and defense for the start of turn, and then attack and defense plus 19% per attack received for the turn, so that resets. He gets 2 key per key sphere. He guards against all attacks for the rest of battle after 3 attacks within the same turn have been received. He launches an additional attack, or super attack for the rest of battle once 5 attacks. I should change that. 5 attacks have been received. I can't spell received. Yeah. And then he launches an additional super attack when key is 24 or more, and launches an additional super attack when key is 20 or more, performs a critical hit when key is 24 or more. Yeah, he's really good. He just needs to get hit twice, and then he's just doing he needs to get hit or he needs to get hit 3 times, and then he's just like, he's guarding. He's gonna be getting a 19% attack and defense per attack received. So he's going to be getting stronger as he's getting hit. His Ultra 10 times Kamehameha greatly raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Gives him 100% evasion for the rest of the turn. And then can be activated when own HP is 50% or more, or enemy's HP is 50% or less upon transformation. Just shoot that out whenever. That's Baby Saga covered. Finally, we're to the final one. This is the one that I think has the least chance of happening, but the one that I would love the most and would spend the most on to try to rainbow. The 23rd World Tournament. Goku versus Piccolo is probably my favorite fight in Dragon Ball. I think that it's an amazing fight. It's very kinetic. It's very high intense. You know, it's got a lot of cool moments. And it's been very underrepresented in Dokkan. And I think this right here would make it wouldn't make DB Saga or World Tournament or anything like that amazing categories, but it would give these characters that need it a lot better representation. Let's go into the Goku. The Goku has the leader skill of Bond of Friendship or World Tournament, 170%, plus an additional 30% to characters who belong to Turtle School. Just a really good team. That's basically every Goku, as well as some characters like Goten and Trunks and all those other characters. His 12 key is the feat Kamehameha, which raises attack and defense, causes colossal damage with a high chance to stun. Simple stuff. You know, it's stacking. We've seen that 5 times over. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. That's the Meteor combination. That's the one that he does. That's, where he charges forward and he attacks Piccolo a ton and then he punches him in that gut. He jumps up and he launches the Kamehameha down at him. That's... It's a cool scene that needs to be animated. His passive is Goku's 3-year growth, which activates the entrance animation. Now, for these guys, the entrance animation, I think that would set these guys apart from everybody else, is them being announced at the World Tournament. Like the World Tournament announcer announcing them saying, in this corner, Son Goku. And then he's like, let the fight begin. And begin, And then Goku says his line. And then the fight starts. Piccolo does the same thing whenever we get to him. That's what I think the entrance animation would be. And I would really love that. And he performs an additional super for 5 turns from the start of turn. He gets 159% attack and defense. Again, 59 because he's Goku. He gets another 59% attack and defense when performing a super. I gave him high chance to dodge enemy's attack. And then he performs an additional super attack with each attack evaded up to 2. So... if he dodges twice, he's going to be triple supering. If he dodges twice between turn 1 and turn 5, he's going to be quintuple supering, right? Because he gets this right here, performs an additional super attack. So if he's able to super, he gets the 2 right here. So that's quadruple supering minimum. And then he could quintuple super and just get 5 stacks off easily. Would make him just insane. And then I gave him Turtle School Allies 3 key and 30% attack and defense support. And then I gave him a revive. Crazy how we haven't seen a revive character since New Year's, huh? I would love for his revive to be where he fakes out getting hit by Piccolo and then he stands up and he says, "You miss me?" And that's where, Chi-Chi falls in love with him more. That's what I figured his revive would be. He has to evade 4 enemy attacks and then he revives with 70% HP. If his HP is 59% or less at the start of the turn. His active skill is the finishing headbutt that he does against Piccolo, which greatly raises attack and causes ultimate damage to the enemy while sacrificing 5% HP. And then he performs crits within the same turn, activated when HP is 59% or less. His links are a little rough, I will give you that. All in the Family, Shocking Speed, really good. In Fighter, not as much. Kamehameha, yes. Turtle School, not as much as well. Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, obvious because he's an LR. Low Class Warrior, World Tournament, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Turtle School, Powerful Comeback, Bond of Friendship, Battle of Fate, and Bond of Parent-Child. Because this Goku, for some reason, has Bond of Parent and Child. I guess it's because of Grandpa Gohan. Sure, we'll take it. This guy would be a really good buff to a lot of these teams. Low class warrior world tournaments. Low class warrior world tournament. Powerful comeback. Powerful comeback. They all need this. Like I said, this is a really good idea for an LR. I don't think this worldwide download celebration would happen. If it would, I would be all over it. Let's go to Piccolo Jr. Terrifying Conquerors or Revenge 170, target Goku the 30. Standard stuff, just because he's targeting Goku and he's a Terrifying Conqueror and he's got Revenge. The only thing I didn't give him was like Entrusted Will. I mean, he's got it down here, but I didn't give him the Entrusted Will category. His 12 key is the Demon Hand Attack, which of course raises attack and defense. Colossal lowers attack. That's where he does his stretchy arms and fucks with Goku. The 18 key is the Giant Demon Crusher, where he grows giant, which is why I think I gave him giant form. But this isn't Giant Piccolo. This is not Piccolo. This is Piccolo Jr. This is not Piccolo Jr. giant form. This is Piccolo Jr. But he grows to giant form for the super attack, and he just pummels Goku to bits. This is a what if he just pummels Goku to bits, and then he gives him 50% attack and defense for one turn, high chance to stun, standard stuff. Piccolo Jr.'s 3-year training activates the entrance animation, again, similar to Goku's, where he gets announced by the World Tournament announcer, and then he says his one-liner, and then the battle starts. Would sell very well with me anyways. He performs an additional super for 5 turns from the start of turn. 170% attack and defense, 30% attack and defense when attacking, and guard activated against all attacks as the first or second attacker in the turn. Just to make him a good slot 1 tank. Plus an additional 60% attack when performing a super, and high chance of evading enemies' attacks as the third attacker in a turn, just to give him some, more utility, because I really like when they do first or second attacker and then third attacker in the turn, where they do something that's, they have them in different slots, so they do different things, like, for example, Gogeta and Vegito, the 5-year LRs, they have a high chance to dodge in slot 3. I just like when they do stuff like that. He gives target Goku category allies key 3 and 30% attack and defense. And then if his HP is 50% or less at the start of character's attacking turn, after the character has received 4 attacks 4 or more times in battle, 70% HP when he is KO'd. So he has a revive. I imagine his revive would be after he sneakily... His revive is him surviving his own blast that was aimed at him and then regenerating his arm. That's what I imagine his revive is. His active skill is the Fake Out Demon Wave attack, which is where he pretends to be defeated and then he shoots Goku in the arm and he, roughs him up a bit, and then he jumps up and he launches an attack down at the ground. That's what I imagine his active skill would be. Greatly raised attack, ultimate damage, performs crits, 50% or less. Links, big bad bosses, brutal beatdown, demonic ways, strength and unity, tough as nails, fierce battle, legendary power. And then his categories: World Tournament, Giant Form, Namekians, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Revenge, Gifted Warriors, Entrusted Will, Worldwide Chaos, Battle of Fate. A lot of these teams need it. World Tournament, Giant Form, Namekians, Terrifying Conquerors. Every single one of these teams needs the help. All of them, except for the Battle of Fate, but all of them need it. Anyways, that's all I got for these 4 celebrations. I went over banner units for these guys. I didn't for any of these guys. I guess for Gohan Beast, a banner unit for him would be a Pan. And then a banner unit for Cell Max would be Magenta, or a standalone Gamma 1 or Gamma 2, I guess. And then make the Part 2 LR, Part 2 double LR, Orange Piccolo and Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 together would be cool. Baby Saga, Super Baby 1, his banner unit would be Gohan and Goten GT Possessed. And then the Part 2 LRs for this celebration would probably be a Majub. A Majub and a a Majub, and then let's do a youth baby that invades baby Vegeta. There we go. Easy. And then the banner unit for this Goku, let's see, we use Pan and we use Oob. Trunks. Banner unit, Super Saiyan Trunks, easy. And then the LRs are Oob into Maj, or the LRs are LR Majub and LR Baby Youth into First Form Baby Vegeta. The banner units for these guys, Piccolo would probably be a Shen or a Tien, and then Goku would either be a Yamcha or a Krillin. There we go. That's all I got for you guys. I'm going to try to start uploading more videos, but I have no clue. If I have no clue. This may just be like... I know for sure that we've got a collab planned for... we got a collab summon stream summon stream / video for when these banners drop. But I don't know if I have anything else planned for that. If I do, you'll see it. If not, you won't. So... thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.